All right, everyone. I hope you had a quick minute there to read over that confidential information about this training that you're going to be privy to this evening. My name is Margie Aliprandi, and I'm very excited to be joined by Dr. Carrie Sarda, who I will introduce to you in a few minutes. This tonight's training is going to be about Nueve's Snow Collagen. Nueve's Snow Collagen. So anyone who knows me knows that I'm a little bit of a collagen snob. So the fact that this has captured my attention in such a significant way, I think really says something. I know a lot of you who are listening in are collagen experts. And for some of you, collagen might be a whole new conversation. And so to start with tonight, I want to just talk about what is collagen and why is it important before we dive into the specifics about our snow collagen. So first of all, collagen is the most abundant protein in the body. It makes up 80% of your skin, your bones, your joints, your connective tissue. It promotes youthful and healthy looking skin that is plump and firm and elastic, and it helps to keep your joints mobile and active. However, the unavoidable loss of collagen happens when we hit about our mid-20s. Gradually, our production of collagen begins to decline, and it declines bit by bit every single year until we have very little collagen left. So collagen gives your skin its firmness, its rigidity. If you have sagging skin anywhere, that place needs collagen. And so the reason it's so important is the structure. Like if you think of your connective tissue, literally collagen holds you together. One strand of collagen is stronger than steel. And we all know that the type of collagen matters and the bioavailability of collagen matters. So we know there are several types of collagen, types 1 and 3 being the most prominent or prevalent in products today. But we also know that type 2 collagen is more beneficial because it includes all of the benefits of skin and hair and nails and the beauty, the wrinkle, the youthful appearance and all of those things. But type 2 collagen also gives you the joint support, the joint benefits, whereas types 1 and 3 do not. So are you ready? Little bit of a drum roll here. That snow collagen contains hydrolyzed type 2 chicken collagen. So with that exciting announcement, we're going to talk bioavailability here in just a second. I want to bring on Dr. Carrie Sarda. She is such an expert. I absolutely love working with her. She's a board certified OBGYN. She's completed 2 master's programs in regenerative medicine at the University of South Florida and Georgetown University School of Medicine. Her emphasis is on nutritional supplementation, diet, lifestyle, peptides, and functional medicines. She has for over 25 years been formulating products, teaching, lecturing, and treating patients around the globe. She is the National Medical Director for 10X Health Systems, which was co-founded by Gary Brecka and Brandon Dawson. So she brings a lot of experience to the table. Dr. Sarda, welcome.
That is a very nice intro, Margie, and very happy to introduce this new product. Last week we had the excitement of hydrogen water and our nitric oxide combo. So this week we're moving on and helping the body. So I think a lot of people hear the word collagen all the time, and I think they don't realize that we have 28 types of collagen in our body, but you are right. It's that number 2 that is the big guy. That's where you get internal structure, internal strength. You do get the great benefits of the hair and the skin and the nails and wrinkles and what you commonly think of collagen. But if we really, really want to get to what is collagen, why you need collagen, it is purely to hold us together. It is our structure. It is what keeps our tensegrity. In other words, our whole body connected from head to toe. And you just can't do it without collagen. And like you said, unfortunately, we lose our collagen. We literally just don't make as much, and we also wear out what we have. The type 2, I think, I don't know if everyone really understands that word hydrolyzed.
Yeah.
Hydrolyzed just means something that is broken down to very small form, and but it's broken down enzymatically or chemically, or so when we're talking about our type 2, it's the sternum of the chicken where we're getting it from. So our type 2 collagen is hydrolyzed or broken down and put in the products. It's a very nice clean process. There's lots of clinical data out there. Again, what I love so much about the company is it's very clinically based. It's very what we know works. We've been studying collagen for decades, and we know that although you see a lot of the type 1 and the type 3 around, I I kind of explain to my patients that's sometimes a little more fluff. It's more external, which is great, but why do we not go for the internal? Let's go for strength on the inside so we can be stronger on the outside.
Well, and how beautiful that type 2 gives you type 1 and 3 benefits, right? Like with type 2, you get it all. With types 1 and 3, you'll get
Absolutely.
benefit, but you won't get that joint support, which I think is just so critical. And I really love what you explained about bioavailability, because collagen's a very large molecule. And this next ingredient that we're going to talk about that I think makes this product so incredibly stellar. It's about the body. When we say bioavailable and hydrolyte, thank you so much for explaining that. We're talking about the body's ability to have the molecular weight be small enough that it can absorb it, or that the body can recognize it, right? And so those are huge considerations. And the reason that this product is called Snow Collagen is because of a very special mushroom that's called tremula. So tremula mushroom has been, or it's sometimes called snow mushroom, has been used for centuries medicinally in Chinese medicine. And here's the cool thing about it, since we're talking bioavailability, it's a very small molecule. And like hyaluronic acid, if people are familiar with hyaluronic acid, it tremula, the mushroom, snow mushroom, has the ability to bind water to it. So it can, like, 500 times as much water per one molecule. So the plumping benefit and the deep hydration of this incredible mushroom is like, it's very, very pronounced. Molecular weight matters. This polysaccharide is a very, very small molecule, and so readily received. So the mushroom extract works on the surface, but it also works at the cellular level, drawing moisture into the skin, while the collagen, this is the great duo, right? While the collagen reinforces the skin structure, the elasticity, and the firmness from within, right? This is all about beauty from the inside out. So the other thing, Dr. Sarda, that I was kind of blown away by are all of the broad spectrum benefits. Now, I have to mention that in this formula, as with all of our formulas, we use the researched amount based on efficacy. Okay, that's a long way of saying that there are clinical studies about ingredients. We use enough of it that you can get the benefit that those studies indicate you can get. So I want to pass this to you now, because as I was studying this a little bit earlier, I, anti-aging. This is all this, amazing snow mushroom, right? Anti-aging, UV protection, immune system support. It's a very powerful antioxidant. It also helps support the body in healthy inflammatory response. It supports heart health, helps to regulate blood sugar already in the normal range, and it supports brain and cognition. Like, so tell us a little bit about all of that. What
Absolutely.
it only has 8 ingredients, right? And it's doing all.
Right. No, we love mushroom medicine. We love Ayurvedic medicine, and we know that because they do so many things. Remember, this again is the whole premise of the product is strength from inside out, right? And we can do that. We know this mushroom, for instance, with its neuroprotection and brain health, you're going to have better focus, help with improved clarity, help improve memory. And, a lot of cognitive benefits are going to come from this. This is not just about beauty and wrinkles. The immune system, because it has what's called beta glucans in it, it's a real immune system booster. And with the fact that it can help us with our oxidative stress, that, and when we talk about immune system, we're talking about oxidative stress. So cellular waste, right? Every time you have any action with a cell, there's going to be waste. And that's what oxidative stress is, just in simple terms. And we have to soak that up, and we have to eliminate it, get rid of it. We have to recycle it. And that's what this antioxidant in the tremula will do. Gut health, big in gut health, because tremula is a polysaccharide. So that just means a whole bunch of little carbohydrate rings, little carbohydrates put together. The gut loves it. It'll act as a prebiotic. Our gut needs those carbohydrates. It needs to feed our good gut microbiome. Our gut bacteria is another way to say that. And so these polysaccharides, or this tremula, will feed our gut and keep it healthy. It will definitely help us when we're talking about a need for an anti-inflammatory effect. And we know inflammation is linked to so many diseases, right? There's really not any disease that its original root cause is not steeped in inflammation. So we always have to work on our products having that in mind, with a help and a support and an anti-inflammatory effect, especially because, remember, we're focusing again on joints, internal organs, bones, ligaments, tendons, and then out to the skin and the nails and the hair and the wrinkles, so, after that as well. So the secret is, what you have to realize is, these cells need to be plump. They need to be hydrated. That's why hyaluronic acid and things like that work so well. That's why tremula, which mimics the same elasticity and the same hydration as something like a hyaluronic acid. We want our cells plump, because that's how they talk to each other. And that is the secret of the skin gut connection, is what these cells can connect to each other when they are hydrated. It's actually pretty simple. Dehydrated cells don't talk to each other. Hydrated cells, they're nice, they're full, they're plump, they can pass on information to each other. And we're just one big cellular information system that we have to keep healthy. We have to keep strong with our structure. We have to keep hydrated and plump. And we have to keep that good gut, brain, skin barrier all intact. So it's so much more. Collagen is just, I think in general, collagen is one of the most underestimated and understood supplements, because it affects everything. And I think it kind of gets put off to, oh, I have wrinkles kind of thing. I just don't want anyone to think that at all. That the ingredients that have been put together for this product are phenomenal. They are so steeped in internal, deep inside health going out.
Beautiful, beautiful. So the fact that it impacts hormonal balance, I found that very interesting. Is that from the myo-inositol or inositol, or
Right, inositol. So inositol is a great product. Use it all the time. So you will commonly hear it referred to as vitamin B8, and then they realized in the course of it that it's not really a vitamin. But if you hear vitamin B8, that's actually inositol. Myoinositol is the most common form of it. So what myoinositol and inositol do is they make the cells, if they're good and plump and they're good and healthy and nice good volume, they make the cellular receptors more sensitive to receive in sugar and so glucose, right? And we run our cells off sugar. That's what we run off of. That's our gasoline, that's our energy, that's our ATP, but it starts there. But you also have to get it into the cell. And that's what myoinositol and inositol do. They make they think of it almost like a sponge, and they allow it to soak it up more. And things like inflammation and free radicals and oxidative stress, they clog up those receptors. Dehydration, a dehydrated cell, they clog up those receptors. So that's where you come in to better sugar response, therefore better hormone response. They're all very aligned together. And so something as simple as hydrating your cells, opening your cellular receptors up with inositol and myoinositol, and you will allow you to have better sugar intake, better cellular function, better cellular energy, better hormone production.
it's just so amazing. I learned something new in studying the science and a little bit more about the ingredients. Only 8 ingredients in this product, but I had never heard of the skin gut axis. And I was talking to some of my friends that are social marketers earlier today, and I did just a quick search. So the skin gut, like we talk about brain and gut axis all the time as a communication pathway, but you just mentioned it also. This is what I saw when I looked it up. So the gut and the skin are both important parts of the immune system. Changes in the gut microbiome can send signals to the immune system, which can affect skin inflammation and other immune responses, right? Bacteria and other microorganisms in the gut can produce metabolites and toxins that can travel to the skin and contribute to skin conditions. So the gut skin communication that happens through hormones such as cortisol or serotonin. I mean, this is a real thing. And this specific product right now, so just like, let's recap for a quick minute. First of all, we've got a type 2 chicken collagen. We've got the tremula mushroom, which has the ability to bind hydration, plump. It helped to increase or to support the lubricity within joints, like all the things. And then we also have this hormonal balance stuff going on, and we enhance the gut skin communication. Like I'm really excited to try this product. What do you want to add to that, or anything else about any of the ingredients, like the bamboo silica or any of the others that stand out at you?
Well, the combination of it is what's so beautiful. I think that the thing that we need to remember is by adding in things like chicory root and the which is makes it be a very good prebiotic. So in other words, feeding the gut microbiome, feeding the gut. And we also know that the skin is our largest organ that we need to protect. We know the gut is where we receive all of our environmental biotoxins, and it's the biggest organ that's attacked. It makes sense that we would protect both of these. Um, the inositol, again, is going to help you with the sugar metabolism. It's going to help the hormonal balance. And then the bamboo silica is so great because it really helps with the absorption of vitamin D and calcium. So again, bone protecting. I love that they added the bamboo in because of how important vitamin D is and how important keeping the absorption of it. It's one thing to take it, but do you get it in? It's one thing to consume supplements, but do you have a healthy enough gut to get it in. The prebiotics, it has the chicory root has the inulin in it, and the inulin just feeds healthy. It's like fertilizing the good bacteria in the gut, overriding the trauma the gut has to go through day to day.
Right. And so that's a very powerful blend with hibiscus and, like you said, inositol and bamboo silica. So this is a very powerful, but also simple, like as in no extra fillers, obviously this is taste free, it's sugar free, it has, no synthetic junk in it. And all of this is you can, just scoop it into your favorite beverage of any kind because of the taste-free nature, and all of this goodness is coming together. I do have, because I know people are always saying, what can we say, right? You saw the disclaimer at the beginning of, we're not trying to treat or diagnose or cure anything, right? But what can you say? What are the legitimate, based on clinical trials, statements that you can make, right? So let me read you some of them. Let me get my glasses so that I get them correctly. Okay, so these are approved claims. We can say that this helps support joint flexibility and comfort. It supports healthy cartilage and joint function. It promotes skin hydration and moisture retention. It helps maintain skin elasticity and suppleness, deeply hydrates and plumps the skin, reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, boosts the skin's elasticity and luminosity, supports strong hair, nails, joints, and connective tissue, and it provides antioxidant and anti-inflammatory support for overall wellness. Those are your approved claims. Like, that's quite the product all in one, isn't it, Dr. Sarda?
Oh, absolutely. And I think you need to also bring up the point or reemphasize that these are backed by real science, clinical, very well studied, very well tried and true clinical studies for many years. And it's how they come up with the dosing, because there are minimum milligrams, the 200 milligrams of tremula, there are, there are minimal doses that really get you there. That's another thing that you have to be careful about in products is, do they have enough of what they need? Even though it may do all these great things, is there enough in there? Is there enough in a serving? So I like that they have stayed with clinical studies, real science-backed dosing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I can tell you, for one, I'm really excited to try this product. Um, as I mentioned at the beginning, I'm a collagen snob, and the fact that this has gotten on my radar and that I have such anticipation about being able to get my hands on this stuff, I just think that really says a lot. And Dr. Sarda, I just appreciate you so much. And I maybe I'll just finish with the question that I asked you last week when we were talking about hydrogen water and about nitric oxide. What do you think it would mean to someone to have the snow collagen in their hands? What is the income potential or the potential for making a difference in people's lives with this product right here, right now at Nueva?
Well, I think much of my answer is the same, in that we know that healthcare is now self-care. I always stand by that. And you have to be super savvy. And with this product, what I think of with this product is strength, is internal strength. And we lose that. And without supplementing, that's all there's to it. You cannot maintain this on your own, especially given this day and age with all our biotoxin exposure. So supplementation is now necessary. It's not a luxury. It is absolutely essential and necessary. And if you don't have your structure, if you don't have your body strength, then you're not, the rest of it is just not going to be as important. And how, externally, it's going to also have those benefits. Margie, we know we love collagen of the skin. I mean, that's what it's famous for, but it's so much deeper than that. And that's what I really want people to know. It's so much more than that. Again, gut, brain, bones, ligaments, tendons, um, cellular to cellular communication. So the neuroprotective part, the hormonal part, it's just so much more.
Yes, and vital to the last breath, right? Like, um, your health is your most valuable asset. I love how you say healthcare is self-care. And I love us to be reminded of that all of the time. So give us some love in the chat if you guys are excited to try Snow Collagen coming our way early June. Dr. Sarda, thank you so much. Shauna Zini, thank you for running the tech. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Love you guys. Good night.